Is what we are here to see the draws for. Tolkien Energies. Put your hands together for them. All right, I'm mentioning the names of those that are here representing Tolkien Energies. We have Dolapo Akinyele. He is the head of strategy, sitting right in front of me. All right. Also from Tolkien Energies, we have the assistant finance controller. Yes, that's the guy that gave us the money. Ajibola Adeika. Okay. From Pekila Ultimate Concerns Limited. From Pekila Ultimate Concerns Limited, we have Lekon Adeleke. He's the project manager. Please put your hands together for him. And also the media and ICT consultant, put your hands together for Bode Olabisi. And we have the big one, and I'm glad it's a woman. I'm sure that's why they put money in women's sports. Let's put our hands together for Barrister Mrs. Adeleke. She's the director of Pekila Concerns. Thank you very much. Also, we have in the house, and it's an honor for me to always call this man because he has women's football and he has women in sports in his heart. Let's put our hands together for the first vice president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Barrister Sheyi Akinwumi. If you are in sports at all, you know, he pushes for women in every position. Let's also welcome somebody who I know supports women's projects, especially when he was in the Lagos State Sports Commission. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Kweku Tandu. He's here. And our host for the 2022 National Women's Football League Super 6 in the Sports Commission, the person of Yusuf Ali. Are we jumping when we can go to get to Edo State? So we have to, no, we can't clap like that. So let me just give you backstory. He represented Nigeria at the highest level at the Olympics. He's an Olympian. So let's put our hands together. Yes, for a national hero. All right. You know, we can do many things, but we can't do many things without people telling the stories. And so if the media doesn't tell the story, sometimes it doesn't happen. You know what they say? If it's not on media, it didn't happen. So we want to put our hands together for all the media personnel that are present in this room. But most especially, let's put our hands together for the editor of Sporting Life, Adeo Jekere. Adeo Jekere. Thank you. So he's going to give us center page tomorrow. All right. Also, the editor of This Day. Why did I write this name like this? The editor of This Day, Amo Eka Segbe. I tried. All right. And the editor of The Sun, Emma Jemega. And all of you present here, please, let's put our hands together. In our midst, I can see Monday Gift. Where are those goals I used to see here? I can see Monday Gift here. Getting some more goals. All right, let's put our hands together for her. Stand, let us see. Yeah, that's also one of the bright lights in Nigerian women's football. All right, so let's go to why we are here. Before we start anything, we have to recognize the country that we are in. So we'll stand up right now for the national anthem. The lyrics of the national anthem will be on the screen just in case to help us coordinate. So let's stand up right now as we sing the national anthem, the first and second stanzas. Yes. stanza of the national anthem? Um, but that was good. All right, so we are here. I forgot when I was mentioning some special guests. Um, I mentioned one national hero and I didn't mention the second one. I apologize for that. Gabriel Okon is right here, former. We have to. Oh, you thought you were going to sneak in and sneak out. So put that together for him. All right. So let's come back down to what happened in 2021. Now, the Super Six is a movie on its own because you could see some teams who just manage to scale through and get into the Super Six, and then they start the tournament, and it's a completely different ball game. Last season, Bielsa Queens were the ones in charge, and then we get to Super Six in Djibouti, and Rivers Angels did the business. And so, to run down a little history of what happened in Djibouti, at the end of the day, Rivers Angels defeated Sunshine Queens and by 4 goals to 0 to win that. But let's just run through a history of what happened in Djibouti to give you a sneak preview of what could happen in Benin. Just take a look at your multimedia screens for the preview.
Very much, Sharif. It's really good, and the atmosphere is fantastic here inside the D4 Dino International Stadium in Djibouti, south and west Nigeria. And the big occasion comes on in the 2020-2021 Nigerian Women's Football League Premiership Super 6 is being concluded.
huge one for women's football. I've often said that anybody that thinks women's football is not beautiful to watch doesn't have taste. Yeah, I said it. All right, and so that was what happened in Ijebu-Ode. You could see the fantastic display of football there, and we know that this year in Benin, starting from the 16th, it will be another great display. So hopefully you put your eyes glued on your TV screens, and also if you can make it, Edo State is not far. Just one bus, and you're right there in Benin. All right, so one of the big moments of this occasion, right now we are going to call the chairperson of the Nigerian Women's Football League to come up and give us a short speech, and after that we'll be hearing from the representatives from Global IB Investments. But first up is Madam Aisha Falode of the Nigerian Women's Football League with her speech.
Please can we give a big round of applause to Tega, the MC. Thank you very much, Tega. On behalf of the President of the Nigeria Football Federation, Executive Committee member of the Confederation of African Football, and a FIFA Council member, Mr. Amaju Melvin Pinnick, the first Vice President of the Nigeria Football Federation, seated here, Barrister Sheyi Akinwumi, the Executive Committee members of the Nigeria Football Federation and the management. It gives me a great pleasure and heartwarming feeling to be standing in front of you this morning for this occasion. Before I stand on existing protocols, I'd like to recognize the dignitaries that are here with us. I start with a man who believed in what we were doing and are doing in the Nigeria Women's Football League, Engineer Adeleke of Peculiar Ultimate Concerns, who saw the great effort we were bringing to the table to advertise to Nigerians and to the rest of the world the quality of play of our young girls and the wonderful job the coaches are doing with our women football. He was the first one that opened the door at the start of the season that we're just going to conclude in Benin with the Super Six by identifying and investing in the Premiership of the Women's League. For Engineer Adeleke and Ultimate Concerns, we owe you a debt of gratitude. Madam is here, Mrs. Adeleke. Please take our appreciation to Engineer Adeleke. The story of women's football in Nigeria or in Africa cannot be told without the contribution of Nigeria. In point of fact, Nigeria is the pioneer of women's football in Africa. So when we say women's football has an overstaying power in Africa, both in dominance, in terms of being champions of the only competition that we know in Africa today, the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, then you must understand that we need the investment that we have been craving for right from time. And today, the Super Six, which is our cup final at the end of the season, where the top two teams from the two groups come together in a location to find out who truly the champion of the season is. We have run it for a couple of years without a sponsor, be it official sponsor or a title sponsor. All we've had have been support here and there leaning towards charity. And we don't want that anymore. We don't want women's football to be seen as something of charity. Let's just support them. We want deliberate, intentional investment for women's football. And that is what our sponsor has demonstrated here today. Project manager, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention the name of the sponsor before we unveil, but everybody can tell that we have a sponsor here for the Super Six, for the Cup final, for the biggest of the Women's League in Nigeria. The biggest of talents, the biggest of spectatorship, the biggest of fans. I am leaning towards being emotional, but I won't. Even if I am now, it's because I'm overfilled with joy. It's because I'm overwhelmed with what is happening here today. That there's reward for consistency. That there's reward for resilience. That there's reward for being focused. That there's reward for taking criticisms, build on it, and run with it. It makes you a better leader. The board of the Nigeria Women's Football League has had to endure because we know what it takes to run football. For many years, we were paying the referees without a sponsor. We didn't owe them a dime. We paid them as at when due. The money may not be enough, but it was consistent. We paid the match commissioners without a sponsor. We paid the officials accommodation and feeding without a sponsor, because that's what it takes to run football, sacrifice. So when we make these sacrifices, and those who will appreciate us see that we must look beyond support. We must invest in the women's game. In France 98, in 2019, the last Women's World Cup, 7 or 8 of our domestic players of our league, women from our league, young women from our league, were part of that team. They were not substitutes, they were first-team players. Thank you, Tolkien. We will be showing you a video shortly. The quality that we took from Nigeria to France did not come back to Nigeria. That was a goal for us. We want our young girls to have the platform to play on the global stage. They went to France. From France, they signed contracts with European top clubs, and they are gone. But we have other ones waiting for the next Women Africa Cup of Nations in July in Morocco. We qualify for the World Cup like we always done, and we will do again. I'm saying this with all confidence. And then they will go to Australia and New Zealand. Some of them will go from there. We'll bring some younger ones. Let me just mention, by the way, we run 3 tiers of league in the Nigerian Women's Football League. The Premiership is our premium, followed by the Championship. We promote from the Championship to the Premiership. And we also have what we call the Nationwide. The Nationwide, we promote from Nationwide to Championship. We just finished a competition in Benin City where we have a young player and SS2 students who scored 9 goals out of the 15 goals scored by her team. We have brought her here today to inspire her, to let her see that, you own your own destiny. You can go as far as your dream takes you. She's seated amongst the people that will inspire her today. She has a role to play here. From championship, she goes to, from nationwide to championship. She may even skip championship and go to premiership. That's how good she is. So in essence, don't let me bore you with my speech. We could not have been able to do what we are doing without the support of the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, the executive committee, and the management. In point of fact, what we are doing here today was spearheaded by the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amajume Bempinek. He has used his network, he has used his contacts, he has used his charisma, and he has used, you know him, his presence to get us where we are. We are grateful to him. We are grateful to the executive committee. We are grateful to the secretariat. More importantly, we are grateful to the clubs who have also demonstrated discipline, dedication, and resilience in the course of the season. Benin City, Edo State, would also be another big moment for some of the players from the clubs. They are going to be going there with big dreams to be the winner. The winner who will be playing in the zonal qualifier for the CAF Champions League. And presumably and assuredly qualify for the CAF Champions League. That is our dream now. That we must begin to command that presence again in women's football in Africa. Not just with the national teams, but also with our clubs. I thank the editors who have taken their time to be here today. The media who have supported us. They have given us the platform for people to see us. Both the traditional media and the new media. Without you, we won't be where we are today. So we thank you so much. Like Oliver Twist, we ask you to continue to do more for us because we need you for our expression. So again, on behalf of the President of the Nigeria Football Federation, Executive Committee member of CAF and FIFA Council member, I welcome you to this press conference and also to the draw for the 2021-2022 season of our Super Six. Thank you very much for listening.
All right, thank you very much for that. And speaking about the editors that are present here to give us front page cover, we don't want to see the cost of food prices, we know. So front page cover, we want to see the draws. So let's really put our hands together and honor all our editors that are here. Chris Opar from Guardian newspaper, Tony Ubani from Vanguard, Jane Ayejina from Punch. Oh, sorry, Tana Ayejina from Punch. As soon as I said Punch, I said it has to be Tana. Sorry. Moraki Aboderi from The Nation. Let's put our hands together for them, please. It's front page one, so let's put our hands together for them. All right. Coming up right now, because I'm one of those that I'm really happy that this is happening when I came in and saw sponsors because it's been a struggle. And so I'm also elated to be able to recognize the sponsors that are here today and that have taken their time to invest in women's sports. Not give us charity, but invest. And one of such people that helped broker this deal from Global IB Investment, Miss Florentina Agu. She's going to come up here to give us just a little brief speech. Let's hear from you about what the sponsorship is about. Please come together.
Good morning, everybody. We at Global IB consider ourselves privileged to be a part of the history of female football in Nigeria. When we had the opportunity to meet with the NWFL under the visionary leadership of chairperson Ms. Aisha Falode, we were sold on the premium and attractive nature of the Super Six in less than 6 minutes. This armed us to go in search of a partnership that will further strengthen the Super Six and make it not just a mainstay in Nigerian football, but also an attractive sporting event that Nigerians will look forward to every season. One mandate Ms. Falode charged us with was seeking a title sponsor that saw the vision of female football in Nigeria beyond one tournament. Enter Talcan Energy, of course. Talcan Energy ticked all the boxes, and we believe this is only the beginning of a long-term relationship with the NWFL and Talcan Energy. Please, a round of applause for Talcan Energy. Like Ms. Falade said, so many people saw this whole thing as charity, but they believed in the vision and the talent that the Nigerian female football team has. Like both parties, we at Global IB Ventures can't wait for the Super Six to start in May, and we are grateful to Ms. Aisha Falode, the NWFL, and Talcan Energy for allowing us be a part of this colorful football experience. Thank you.
Very much. A round of applause one more time. All right. So we have been sneaking their name into conversations, but now let's recognize them fully. Talcan Energies for supporting the Nigerian Women's Football League Premiership Super Six. Let's put our hands together for them one more time. We particularly would like to thank Tayo Adiatu, the chairman of Talcan Energies. He can be here, but he did send his representative. Sorry, let me get my things right. He did send his representatives in the person of Dolapo Akinyele. He's the head of strategy, and he's going to come up and give a brief speech on why Talcan Energies partnered with the Nigerian Women's Football League.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dolapo Akinyele. I represent Talcan Energy, and I bring greetings from the chairman, Mr. Tayo Adiatu. As we all know, there's a growing interest in female football. Judging by the last World Cup which held in France in 2019, we could see that the viewership was even as much as their male counterparts. And we believe strongly in Talcan Energy that there is a huge potential in women's football. As we could see from the video, we could see that they did even as great as the men. And so our intention in Talcan Energy is to unlock and unleash this potential. And we believe with the right support, with the right motivation, the Women's League will do us proud, both home and abroad. We are particularly proud, of course, of the president of the NFF, Mr. Majo Pinnick, for his sterling and visionary leadership. Without him, we believe this cannot even come to be. And of course, we want to thank the chairperson of the NWFL, Madam Aisha Falode, for a very strong organization and coordination of this league. We are very, very confident and we believe very strongly in what the Women's League can do. And with the right motivation, we're going to push this league into the conscious and collective awareness of the Nigerian people. So help us God. Thank you.
Interaction, but I want and give Talking Energies a round of applause. We have to stand up on our feet and give them. It is, you cannot understand the impact, the statement that this makes, the recognition, the honor. It's an amazing thing that they've done, pioneering and investing. So let's put our hands together for them. All right. Thank you very much, Talking Energies, for making our day. Before we go to the next thing, I hear there's a prize to give away. So I want to give it away in a way that I will feel good. I will feel good about it. So when Ms. Aisha Falode came up, she mentioned that the last World Cup in France, there were some domestic players there. And they didn't come back. That's not our business. Our business is, we'll have prize to give you now. I want to find out if you know women's football, if you follow women's football. So if you don't know the answer, I will collect my prize and we go with it. But if you can mention 4 of the footballers that went from the domestic league to that World Cup. Anybody? I have prize that we take home. No, you can.
No. There's a caveat.
Oh, you can't answer.
Samuel Amedu cannot answer. Humphrey Njoku cannot answer. Dakpo Shotumin cannot answer. Tobe Chuku Oluchi, you cannot answer. And of course, the players are out of it. So let's throw it to our editors. Start with our editors. They must answer.
Yes, yes. You write this news, you have to have the answer. So the people that they've called, no, you can't answer. You can't even whisper into anybody's ear. You can't whisper. So I want to see the hands up. No, now. Captain, you can't answer now. You don't answer. No. Mr. Tony, you are the first one. So give him mic. Give him microphone. No, your name wasn't mentioned. It's going. Okay, give the microphone to Sam. Let him help us. Yes.
But he won't be given any prize.
He won't be given the prize.
Yes, when we have Evelyn Waboku, we have oh my goodness. No, it wasn't. We have, oh my gosh. Yeah, we have Evelyn Waboku. We have a defender there's Chidima Okeke. We also have on the goalkeeper, there's Alaba Jonathan who was involved from the home scene. She was. We also have Uchenna Kanu. She wasn't abroad yet then. And she was at the WAFU tournament. I think it's for. Do you want more?
No, one more person wants to try. No. No. Okay. Who wants to answer? All right.
We have Rashida Tajibade. Yeah. Monday Gift.
No. No. But no, no. Wait, let her finish now. 3/4 is not bad.
Chiamaka Nwadozie, Chidima Okeke, Rashida Tajibade, Monday Gifts, I guess. Monday Gifts.
She was abroad then. All right, so one more person in the back. Here. No, 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 you can't answer. You can't answer. No.
Chiamaka Ndozie, PAG, Rashida Ajibade, Atletico Madrid. And Anamayimu, former national striker. Anamayimu. I don't know about the name. And Okeke, Madrid.
What's her first name? Oh yeah, half. It's not 4/4.
Chidima.
We're only giving it to someone that. No, we give it to A plus. Now we can't give it to B or C. Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Thank you very much for trying. They're trying, yeah.
Chidima Okeke, FC Robo, Rashida Tajibade, FC Robo, and I'm Imo Nasarawa, record breaker, youngest goalkeeper that held the batting draw, Chiamaka Nwadozie, Rivers Angels.
This one is expo. This one is expo. I just want to. FC Robo is somewhere. You know, they are bringing workers. Please, FC Robo, let's put our hands together for. Why now? Let's put our hands together for them. Recognition. So, all right. So, it was such a fantastic thing to see that this administration has supported women's football. And once again, let's put our hands together, even if it's in absentia. Let's put our hands together for the president of the NFF, Amaju Melvin Pinnick. Let's put our hands together for him. His administration is doing such a good job for women's football. All right. And to speak right now, one man that in his heart, whether he has position, he does not have position. He will support women. So right now, let's bring up on the podium the first vice president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Barrister Sheyi Akinwumi.
Good morning, everyone. I bring you the compliments of the President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Mr. Melvin Amaju Pinnick, who can be here at this time, but obviously here representing him. I'd like to say a big thank you to Talk and Energy for what you've done. We're most grateful from the depths of our heart for what you're doing, especially for the future of Nigerian women football. It's things that people take for granted, but we appreciate it and understand what it means. And to Peculiar, thank you very much for what you've done over the time, and we know what you plan to do. I'm very happy, and thank you very much, madam. We're grateful for your presence. I'd just like to say that we're here because there has been movement. There has been movement and there has been motion. You know, sometimes there's a lot of razzmatazz. There's a lot of, show. But with Nigerian women football, there has been real movement. And I'd like to give a round of applause to the chairperson and her board for the work they have done in the past few years. As you may have heard, for me, women's football is something that we really, really need to support. And testimony to that is, for me, the children, the young ladies who are sitting there behind you here in the middle here, as well as many of them who are not here. And just to put a plug in, the robo that they mentioned is Lagos State, and I'm chairman of Lagos State FA. Indeed, I dare say that in practically every single Premiership team that we have in Nigeria today, there's at least one girl from the Lagos State FA women's team. So we're very proud of what we have done, and we're very proud of what the Nigerian women's football has become under this board, and we know where they're going. We know where they're going because we can see. Look at the Super Six and look at where the Super Six started from. I think the most interesting, and I dare anybody to challenge me, the most interesting tournament we had last year was the Super Six in Djibouti. Yes, our team didn't win, but we were very happy to be there and see the development of the children. I pray that as we go forward, we are able to replicate the successes of the past and even capitalize on the benefits that we have from the sponsors that have come. The sponsors are not charity organizations, they're business people. And the world should know, and let us please put this in your write-ups, that the world should know that business people only put their money where they see value. And that's the testimony that is value here. On the final note, I'd like to say, well, semi-final notes, I'd like to say a big thank you to the staff. I don't know if the secretary, the CEO is here. But is she here? I haven't seen her. Oh, she is. Oh, well done. A lot of time people remember the chairperson but forget the people who are working the night behind her. And I'd like to say well done to you and your staff, because without you, this wouldn't have happened. Finally, I'd like to say a big thank you to the President of the Nigerian Football Federation. As you've heard, his support has been immense, and he has enabled this to happen through Toscan. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right. Now the moment is here. Well, one of the moments. There's still one more big moment coming. But one of the big moments is here. And this is, like I said, a moment of celebration. And I just don't know how else to explain it, but this is huge for women's football. And this is indicative of the progress women's football has made over the years and what women's football is capable of and will continue to do over the years. So now, right now, we're going to call up, well, the end of BFL and the sponsors, representatives for sponsors. We're about to sign the contract. So you are witnesses to the official signing of this partnership for the Super 6 sponsorship. So representing Talcan Energies, it's Mr. Dapo Akinyale. Dolapo, sorry, Akinyale. Akinwale, yes. Dolapo Akinwale, please come up. Thank you. Okay. The chairperson of the Nigerian Women's Football League is going to also come up to sign. Ms. Aisha Falode, put your hands together. All right. So where's the contract? All right. Where are the cameras? We have to. All right. As part of the contract, while the pictures are going on, as part of the contract, there is also a shirt sponsorship. And so right now, we're going to move over to where the jerseys will be revealed. Towards if you're seated, towards your right. All right. Jersey. All right. So we go over right now. Congratulations to Telcan Energies and congratulations to the Nigerian Women's Football League on a huge partnership.
Don't you worry about a thing, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together forever. Don't you worry about a thing, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together. And I'll say this word. Every little thing you do. Mubarda Zuchedaya. Mubarda Zuchedaya for you. You don't know what it takes you do. Mubarda Zuchedaya. Mubarda Zuchedaya. I sit across the table, thoughts moving through my mind. I know I may be yearning, but then I have no say. I stare at her tears, and she walks away. She may be rich and I am not, and that one just kills the dream. Don't you worry about things, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together forever, baby. Don't you worry about a thing, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together. And I'll say these words. Every little thing you do. Mubarda Zuchedaya. Mubarda Zuchedaya. For you don't know where it takes you to. Mubarda Zuchedaya. Mubarda Zuchedaya.
One more time, let's put our hands together for Telcan Energies and for the Nigerian Women Football League on a big moment for the league. And now, the moment I was talking about. It's time for the draws. One more time, let's put our hands together again. Thank you, Telcan Energies. We put our hands together for them, please. All right. And also, Peculiar Ultimate Concerns for supporting the league. Let's put our hands together for them. Now, the Super 6 draws will start, and there are 6 teams involved. But before we take the draws, let's look at this clip of the World Cup.
Hello and welcome to Grenoble and the Stade des Alpes.
Hello and welcome to Grenoble and the Stade des Alpes, where the pressure is on, because both Nigeria and Korea Republic were well beaten in their opening game. Isabere though with a cross for Nigeria. Oh, good save. Oh, it's an own goal. The lofted ball over the top is put into the back of her own net by Kim Do-yeon. VAR, Nigeria won. Stabbed forward to Oshola to use her pace and use her strength and finish brilliantly. Asisat Oshola, Super Z scores for Nigeria. The head on it. It has finished Nigeria 2, Korea Republic 0.
Group A concludes tonight with France aiming to finish top of the pile and maintain that winning habit. Floated in towards Renard and Henri's there. Well, she connected well, it was just the direction lacking.
And a good display for women's football. Now, speaking of women's football, the road to the Super 6 in Benin was an interesting one. As you know, the regular season is divided into, the teams are divided into two groups. So Group A and Group B. And the 6 teams that got here, from Group A, it was Nasarawa Amazons that finished first. Edo Queens in second, and Niger Rattles in third. And in Group B, it was Bayelsa Queens. Again. Yeah, I'm just joking. But Rivers Angel was B2, so they finished second in B, and Delta Queens finished third. But we know what happened last season. How Bayelsa Queens threatened and puffed and huffed and then got to Ijebu, and the story was different. Will this year be the same, or will this year be different? To do the draws for the 2021-2022 NWFL Super 6 season, brought to you by Token Energies, let's put our hands together for the COO of the Nigeria Women's Football League, Modupe Sabi.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to explain the format for this year matches. It's round robin, and in which all the 6 teams will play 5 matches each. And there will be break in between. They will play the first day, which is on the 16th. They will play on the 17th. There will be break on the 18th. They'll play on the 19th. They will play on the 28th. There will be break on the 21st. And the last match will be 22nd. The highest goal scorer or the highest accumulated, any one of them that have the highest point, is the winner for the Super 6 this year. So we will start, but I want to explain before we do that, we need to pick so that we'll know who is going to play who. Which team is going to play the opponent. We'll start with number 1 to 6, which is on the left side, on the left hand. And this right is the name of the clubs. So I'll be calling the people that is going to help us to pick. You will pick the number. At the same time, you come to this side and pick one ball. You will show everyone to know the name so that we'll fix him in the box. So I'll start with the highest goal scorer for the nationwide this year, Miss Harmony Eshifomola. You pick one ball here. You start from here. Come. You can roll it. Come. Go.
Yes, this is the player, Harmony Achifula, the one I told you scored 11 goals out of her team's 15 in the championship. Please, can we give her a round of applause? Thank you, Harmony.
Open. 4. So. Just drop it. Thank you. Nigeria. You can go. Thank you. I'll call the second person. Gift Monday. Oh, 6. Edo Queens. I would love to call Mrs. Adeleke from Ultimate Concern. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. It's just okay from here. Okay. Show them the number. Oh, 5. Number 5.
All right.
5.
Thank you, Barrister Mrs. Adeleke. She is the Director of Peculiar Ultimate Concern, sponsors of the NWFL. So, thank you so much.
Rivers Angel.
All right, Rivers Angels, let's put our hands together. Thank you so much for investing in women's football and also helping us with the draws. Thank you.
I'll call Onome Elby, the captain of Super Falcon.
She's attended 5 World Cups. She is the, yes. It's 6 World Cups.
6. Number 2. Nasarawa Amazon.
Nasarawa Amazon. Thank you, Super Captain.
Close. I'd love to call Mr. Dakpo Akinwale from IB Global. Dolapo, okay. Sorry, sir.
Dolapo Akinwale of Torcan Energies. He's the head of strategy of Torcan Energies, representing the chairman of Torcan Energies, Mr. Tayo Adiatu.
Number 1. This is going to be on 1. Bayelsa Queens. Onome Oebi, please. The last. Thank you. Delta Queens.
All right. Thank you, Honorary Captain of the Super Falcons. Has attended 5 World Cups and 6 African Women's Cup of Nations. So let's put our hands together for a great ambassador of women's football.
Thank you, everyone. We'll roll it out and give it to everybody for leaving. Thank you.
All right. Huge one. Some South derby is going to be happening down there. There's some Bendel something that will take place in Benin. Edo Queens against Delta Queens. Rivers Angels against Bayelsa Queens. What kind of local derby draw is this? But it makes for a more interesting one, especially with the Rivers Angels and the Bayelsa Queens. There's some revenge for last season that is going to happen there. For Delta Queens, anything we see, we take it like that. Yes, we are owning our own with our chests. You know, playing against the home favorites. We'll see what we can do. We'll know who is really at home. All right, so those are the draws there. It's Bayelsa Queens taking on Rivers Angels, Nasarawa Amazons taking on Niger Rattles, and Delta Queens taking on Edo Queens. Let me just be calling my commissioner now. I don't want any banter. I don't want local drama. All right. So the draws have ended. And now we will go over to the press conference. We are setting up for the press conference. Please don't go anywhere. There will be a very brief break in between the press conference and the draws. So just to rearrange things just a little bit. So don't leave us. It will take only a few minutes, and when we come back, it will be time for the draws. Thank you very much for your time, and just be patient with us for 2 minutes to re-strategize. Thank you.
Dignitaries.
From the organizers and sponsors. All right, so to introduce those on the high table, that's what we'll call it. Starting from my right to my left, Barrister Mrs. Adeleke, Director of Pekila Ultimate Concerns Limited. And right beside her is the chairperson of the Nigeria Women's Football League, Ms. Aisha Falode. Right beside her is the head of strategy of Tolkien Energy, Dolapo Akinwale. And seated right next to him is Florentina Agu of IB Global. And at the end of the table is the first vice president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Barrister Sheyi Akinwumi. The press conference starts now. Let's have one house, please. One house, please.
Excuse me.
One house, please.
Can we please let us have some quiet? Let's have some quiet, please. Okay, my colleagues, gentlemen of the press, now we have the press conference. Please, can we have some quiet? The questions will be mainly and strictly about the NWFL, about the partnerships that we've had with Ultimate Concerns Limited and Tolkien Energy. Introduce yourself once the microphone is given to you. Please make your question very brief because we are going to spend just 30 minutes for this press conference. Straight to the point, and then we'll give also straight to the point answers. So, moderator, over to you. MC.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. My name is Solomon Ajuzugu. I report for TVC News. My question is, for clarity, please, I'd like to know, is this a sponsorship or a partnership for the Nigeria Women's Football League, generally, or just for the Premiership Super 6 playoffs? A one-off, or over how long a period of time?
Please, I don't know those who are still talking at the back. NWFL staff, can you please be sure that this hall is quiet? I will answer the part that concerns the NWFL, and I will leave the other parts for Tolkien. Mr. Okon, I can hear your voice. So for this, for the purpose of clarity, this is a sponsorship for the Super 6 only. The Super 6 only for the 2021-2022 season. I mentioned that in my speech, and this is the clarification. The sponsorship is for the Super 6 that will hold in Benin City, Edo State, from the 16th to the 22nd of May, which is this month. Thank you. And as for whether it's a one-off or whether it's something that will continue, Tolkien is here to speak for themselves.
Thank you very much. Okay, so as you're aware, this is the first time Tolkien Energy is sponsoring the NWFL Super 6. And like I said in my speech also, the intention is to support, to push, to motivate the league, especially the women playing. And this is not going to be a one-time thing. It's going to be a continuous partnership with the WFL. And so our hope is we'll see value for this and also be encouraged even to do more. Thank you.
Next,
Yeah,
Sana, as a sports editor of the Punch newspapers.
Yeah, congrats on the new deal sealed, and hopefully more will come very, very soon. How far do you think this deal will go in changing the face of women football in Nigeria? Thank you.
This is something that we are very excited about, this sponsorship. It is what we have prayed for since 2017, when as a board we were given the responsibility by the NFF to oversee the Nigeria Women's Football League. We have created so many events that have different levels of activation, of leveraging. We have also held these events consistently. We have pushed it in the media. The quality has been high. The Super 6, our premium event, has attracted global attention. In point of fact, the last Super 6 in Ijebu-Ode featured very prominently in Sky betting. People are also beginning to bet for the results of women's football now. In the preceding year, before COVID, the Super 6 was one of the three trending topics across the world in terms of engagement. That was the year before COVID. And that is the year that all these years we did not have any support in form of sponsorship, both for the regular season or even for the Super 6. So for this to happen, it then gives us enough room to create and make more impactful, meaningful, create more competitions where we used to have a bridge league before. Even though security is a concern to us, traveling from point A to point B, this is an area we want to push for now that we have this sponsorship, both for the regular season from Ultimate Concerns Limited, and of course, our Super 6. For the very first time, we are in talks with a top, not only terrestrial television station, but also cable, to have the final of the Super 6 live on TV. What we are doing here today is also noble. This whole event is being streamed live as we speak from start to finish. The jersey sponsorship is also something that is new, that we are also excited about. So as we have more partnerships, we have more creativity in terms of pushing our competition. We have also said that this is a league that is evolving in the sense that we want to also see how we can command huge, not only viewership on the online media, but also in the traditional media, and also at the stadium. We were very excited about what happened in Ijebu-Ode last year, and we hope to build upon it, spectatorship, and the fan base of the Super 6 in Benin City from the 16th to the 22nd of May 2022. Let me also say that at this juncture, the Edo State government has been very, very supportive. They were the only state that showed true intention and government guarantee of hosting this Super 6. They have provided the logistics and the support that we need for facilities and accommodation in Benin City. So you see, everything is coming together. which is why when I said that I am overwhelmed with appreciation and with gratitude this morning, I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. This sponsorship would encourage us to do more for our girls, encourage more participation, create more competition, and also begin to see role models for them to follow in the Women's League, and also the media to follow us and continue to give us that space for expression. Thank you.
Yes.
Next question.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tayo Ogmusheye. I work for Sportsville. My question goes to us. What are the measures put in place for fair officiating as well as fans' education? Last year in Djibouti, there was a little bit of issues around those areas. So what are the measures being put in place to correct and to ensure that we have a Super 6 worthy of coverage as well as worthy of the quality it's projecting? Thank you.
Djibouti was a reference point for us. Overall, we recorded 99.9% of what our goal was, of what our vision was for the Super 6. Football is a game of emotion. The referees are human. You cannot have perfect officiating in any match. The fans have to learn. We know that the emotions in football, when you invest them without guard, without caution, it can lead to the ugly side of football. What happened with our women in Djibouti was an eye-opener in the sense that the women also have emotions that they demonstrate. That when you push them to the limits, they can also exhibit that emotion. We didn't see any violence in Djibouti. We saw a group of young girls who wanted answers to a call that was made by a referee. It was a question they were going to ask. The referee started running. Nobody touched the referee, so we cannot say an ugly incident happened in Djibouti. The media misinterpreted it, but we on ground, we saw what happened. It was a question that was asked, and the referee decided to run, and the girls were running after the referee to get answer to their question without touching the referee. We see that a lot. We see a lot of that in games that are of high intensity, especially when it is a cup final. Everybody wants a result that they can take home and be proud of. Our season ended fairly, without any controversy surrounding any officiating or any matches. This is what we are taking to Benin City. The officiating will be fair, and we hope that the fans will take their emotions, put them on guard, put them on notice, and check them as they arise. And that is what we hope to see in Benin City. Thank you. Peculiar ultimate concern, they are the sponsors of the regular season of our league. They are also here to answer questions, same as Tolkien, the sponsor of the Super 6, Edo 2022. Any more questions? Yes, Tracy.
Okay, good morning. First of all, congratulations for a well-coordinated event. What I would like to know, sorry, I'm just from Wazobia FM, so it's a pleasure to meet every one of us. So what I would like to know to our sponsors, is there any criteria or criterion in place that this might be a sustainable partnership? Because energy and female sports is a marriage made in heaven. The girls are high energy and they are attractive and they play attractive football. Is there a criterion in place that this might be something that is sustainable, even if it's just for the Super 6 alone. That would be massive. And also, are we going to bring the jamboree to Bini? Because we know the football, yes, but are we going to get a fiesta going, a gala night, something, so that these girls get to flex and play ball for the streets? Just that one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tracy, for that question. Okay, so Token Energy is a socially responsible company, and we've supported sports over the years. We've supported education, we've supported healthcare, over the years. So part of our corporate governance is to continually support organizations or institutions who render certain services in the area of our interest, and part of it is sports. So our decision to partner with the NWFL Super 6 is born from our strategic intentions also to give back to society, to help people, to meet needs. Okay, so we understand that there is a lot of value in the league. As we are all aware, these are preparative grounds for players who will eventually join the Super Falcons. And as you know, the Super Falcon is the strongest team in the continent of Africa. So it's really an honor and a privilege for us to actually be a part of the process, going forward. And we understand that even the Women's League have won more laurels even than the male counterparts. So we believe that this is a good path we're towing, and we intend to sustain it. Thank you.
I'll speak on the jamboree. What is a jamboree, Tracy? That will be a different event altogether, where those are things that we are also planning as a body to have a night where our clubs and our players are celebrated at the end of the season. That is in the pipeline. If that is the jamboree, yeah, that is in the pipeline. Thank you. Any more questions? Cecilia.
I'm Cecilia Omogbe from Challenge Television. The question I want to ask has to do with the prize money. Do we have a prize money for the Super 6? And then the place of the players, will the sponsorship also include maybe payments made to the players, especially those that will end up winners, maybe the MVP and the highest goal scorer, just things like that?
Thank you for that very important question. That was the most important question here, and yet it took us to extra time to ask the question. Yes, there will be prize money for the winner. Thank you, madam. The winner will be going home with 5 million naira with the trophy. The first runner-up, 3 million naira. And the second runner-up, 2 million naira. We'll have individual awards for the highest goal scorer, woman of the match. Those can be in form of giving them some memorabilia and symbolic mementos to take from Benin home. But the prize money, yes, in total 10 million naira will be going to the winners of the competition. Any other question? Yes, Tobex.
My name is Oluchi Tobex, tobexmedia.com. My question is to Peculiar Ultimate Conscience. You have just read out specific prizes, for the Super 6. I know that they came on board for the league. I didn't really feel their presence, so I want to know what they have in package, for the NWFL Premiership for next season.
Okay, for peculiar ultimate concerns, like we all know, Nigerian Women Football League has come to stay. They're surely going places. So peculiar, we had a sponsorship for them for last year, this year. So we're also taking it up for next season. Peculiar will be sponsoring the league for next season. And afterwards, now, we envisage a long-lasting relationship with the Nigerian Women Football League because of what we believe in what they are doing. Peculiar already has a sports academy where they are training young boys and girls. Every student in that academy, they are on scholarship. So we are solidly behind sports in Nigeria, and we'll continue to support them. Thank you.
Thank you. If I may also add, peculiar sponsorship came at the very right time for us, because at a point we didn't know where the money to pay the referees was going to come from until they came. And because they were able to come at that point, we were also able to increase the referees' allowances from what we used to pay them before they came. We added, I think, a 25% increase. So that was impactful. And because of their sponsorship, we were also able to do trainings during the mid-season. That's when we were able, because of their sponsorship, we were able to do the media seminar that we did in Lagos, and also the level up seminar that we did for the club managers. So their sponsorship has been really, really central and integral to the successful completion of the season. Without them, I don't know if we would have been able to complete the season without the hitches, financial hitches that were staring us in the face. So, Madam, again, we say thank you to Peculiar Ultimate Concerns. So, if there are no more questions, thank you, gentlemen, for coming. And then we hope that you will make your way to Benin and also support us just like you have supported us here. Thank you so very much. The editors, I am grateful. This is not a vote of thanks, so this is just my own personal thanks, because the vote of thanks will be done officially, even as we go back to our seats now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody. Please, could you return to your seats? We just want to, one more thing before we round up. If media could return to their position in the back, and everybody take their seats. Thank you. Please, if you're outside, can you come inside? Let everybody take their seats. One more thing before we round up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Who won that prize that we gave, the question and answer? Tobex, you can't take prize. Somebody else mentioned 4. It's time to give away that present. All right, one more event before we leave. Please, if you could take your seats, media, cameramen, back to your positions in the back of the hall. We will be very grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Just one more event and then we'll round up. Please take your seats. One more event and we'll round up. Those on the outside, could you come inside, please?
We should both be happy. We will be together forever, baby. Don't you worry about the things she said. We should both be happy. We will be together. And I'll say these words every little thing you do. Mubarda Zuchetaya, Mubarda Zuchetaya. For you don't know where it takes you to. Mubarda Zuchetaya, Mubarda Zuchetaya.
All right, so that last event I was talking about, to give the vote of thanks, let's welcome once again the COO of the NWFL, Modupe Sabi. Thank you.
On behalf of the chairperson, Madam Aisha Falode of Nigerian Nigerian Football League. I'm a staff of Nigerian Football Federation at the same time, sorry. I want to thank IB Global, Toka Energy. I want to thank Ultimate Consign. Madam, thank you so much for coming. And I want to thank everyone that find time out of the tight schedule to come here today. Thank you so much. And God will take you back safely to your various houses. Thank you.
Thank you for staying with us. And please buy your airline tickets, your bus tickets, make it a good trip or a friend's hangout or a friend's vacation, and get to Benin for the 16th to the 22nd. Let's have fun watching women's football, and let's support women's football. Thank you very much, and enjoy our refreshments. Thank you.
We should both be happy. We will be together forever, baby. Don't you worry about a thing. We should both be happy. We will be together, and I'll say it's word. Every